guys, so I filmed some videos yesterday, and as I was editing my April favorites, I accidentally deleted them. So I'm going to try again. Hopefully I don't delete anything. So accident prone. Anyways, so the first product I'm going to start with is skincare. And some of you probably saw this in my winter to spring skincare routine video. But I've been really loving the Jergens Natural Glow line. I have the 3 Days to Glow, kind of like instant bronzer, and then the face moisturizer. This is for fair to medium skin tones. They're really good, super moisturizing. They don't irritate my skin. The face one especially. I've been noticing that my skin isn't breaking out while I'm wearing it, so I'm really happy with that. I think these are great products, and I just love the way they make my skin look and how everything has very consistent, even tone. I love it. They're great. So, next one is a repeat from, I believe it was either January or February favorites. And my favorite is the Bigelow Lemon Eau de Parfum. And I've been using this so much. I've been using the Calvin Klein Euphoria, Endless Euphoria one too as well. And I think I'm just very drawn to citrus scents right now. They're very fresh, springy. They make me feel happy, especially when I smell them again throughout the day. They smell great. They make me feel very positive and happy. So this is another favorite. I'm getting really low on it, and I recently rediscovered it, so I think I might buy this one again. It was only $30, and it's a really great scent, so why not? My face favorites, I have two of them. The first one I mixed with my flower BB cream today that I wore, and it's a kind of deluxe sample size of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. And this is just a liquid highlighter. I believe it's in the color Opal. The writing's so tiny on this, I can't even tell. So, it is a liquid highlighter, and this is what it looks like. Just kind of creamy. And then I'll blend it in here for you. So as you can see, it's got kind of a gold color. But it's got a little bit of warmth to it too, so I think it works really well with a lot of skin tones. It's not anything too crazy different from my skin tone, so I think it works really well. And my favorite way to use it is either just, dab it on as a highlighter, or like I said before, I love mixing it with foundations. I think that it's a really nice way to liven up your complexion and look really natural as well. And then my other face favorite I used today as well. Pardon me. I'll use this with a little more heavier foundations, and if I use a pressed powder on top of heavy foundations, then I look super cakey, but if I use this instead, I notice that I still look put together and my makeup is set, but I don't look like a powder monster. But in any case, it's the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. And this is what it looks like. It's just a white powder, and when you blend it into your skin, it disappears, it shears out. I just think it's really good at blurring imperfections, and it's nice, it's lightweight. It makes my face look all put together after I'm done with foundation, concealer, blush, and bronzer. And I've had this for a long time, but I just kind of rediscovered it lately. I was definitely looking for something a little more lightweight to put on my skin with the changing season. Next I have two eye favorites. Another one of these is one that was in my collection for a really long time, and I just happened to rediscover it. And this is probably one of the first higher end products I bought, and it's also a palette. It's the Kat Von D True Romance eyeshadow palette. This is in the color set Ludwig, and so the colors in there. My black shadow, for some odd reason, got destroyed. I don't really know how, because I don't see any sharp edges on the mirror or anything that can possibly crack it, but oh well. So I repressed it, but for some odd reason, it still goes everywhere, so I kind of keep it separated from the rest of my collection. Anyways, you have a matte black, that is loose fur. You have two greens, this is Orby Dime Bag. This bright yellowy shimmery color called Tequila. These names are just ridiculous. A matte brown called Leather. A deep bronze called Baroque. This beautiful shimmery kind of like copper penny color, which I love, called Downtown. And this goldy shimmery color called Clay. And lately, for the past couple of months, I've been for the past month, I've been focusing on this range of the colors. And I don't know if you guys will be able to notice, but actually my eye look is the exact same one as the videos yesterday. I maybe just did a few things a little different, like, for example, I'll use Baroque in the crease, and then Downtown all over my lid, and of course I'll use Clay as my brow highlight. But today, instead of using Leather in the outer corner, I left the outer corner alone and I used it along my lash line. So I think it's really great. You get a beautiful neutral look out of that side. And I've also had some really pretty green looks on the other side too, but I've been staying more towards that end of the palette. Apologies in advance if there's matte black anywhere on my hands. I can't help it. So these are the colors in the exact same order that they were in. The light's kind of crazy today. Okay. And here are swatches on my hand. It's the same order I showed you and on my fingers. And the same order in the palette. I think that this palette is really pretty. I believe they still sell it. I know Kat Von D's been coming out with a bunch of new palettes, and I own two of the original True Romance shadow palettes. What was the other one? I don't know. But I own two of her like older palettes, and I know that her newer palettes are like all the rage lately, and like everybody loves them. But I don't know. It's an oldie but a goodie. I recommend it, especially that eye color that I've been using all the time. It looks perfect, and for the longest time, I didn't really feel the need to get a Naked palette. I have a Naked Basics palette, but still, I don't think I need the actual Naked palettes. I think I get really good, pretty looks that suit my skin tone with that alone. And so my next eye favorite is a mascara that I opened this month. It is the Voluminous Butterfly Midnight Black. And I actually haven't tried out a L'Oreal mascara in a really long time. Partially because I consider them to be, well, they're not like crazy expensive, but they're a lot more expensive than other drugstore mascaras, so I kind of like steer away from them. I'm like, yeah, I could get a cheap Maybelline mascara and it works just fine. But I'm really impressed with this one, especially I think the thing that really sets it apart is the brush shape. So on this end, you can see here it's got the kind of triangular pointed out wings, I suppose. This part that makes it look like a butterfly. And that's kind of nice, so if you hold the brush this way, you can really scoop your lashes. And I like that it wings out here because I don't poke myself in the corner of my eye out here. I'm more likely to poke myself if the bristles are really big up here. And then flip it around, and you get this really nice itty bitty precise bristles. And this was the only mascara I used today. I went in one coat scooping my lashes with the winged out side, and then I flipped it around, used the stubby brushes for a little bit more definition and length, and then I flipped it back around to use the wings again. I think it gives a really pretty effect, and I love the way my lashes look with this. The only complaint I have is that the formula is a little wet, but it's been drying out the more I use it, and sometimes if I just can't deal with how wet it is, I'll use an older mascara in between to give it something to stick in here too, and that works just fine. I have one lip favorite for this month, and I've been loving that it's spring because now I feel like it's time for me to get back into my lip butters again. And the one color that I've been using just all the time is the color Candy Apple. And I mean, it looks really pretty on its own, and my lips feel very moisturized, but I also like there's a quick swatch here. I like putting a red lip liner underneath just to give it some more staying power or a little more oomph. And it's just a really pretty, flattering red. It doesn't look too crazy, nor does it look like you barely put a red color on. So I think it's perfect, and I've just been loving it this past month. My last favorite is, I have a nail polish favorite again, and this one is kind of a funny story. I found it tucked in at Target with some Lily Pulitzer items, and I thought, oh my gosh, it must be like a limited edition item. I brought it home, found out later it wasn't limited edition, but I'm still glad I bought it anyways because I don't have anything like this in my collection. And it's the Essie nail polish in the color Borrowed in Blue. It's just so pretty. It kind of reminds me of like the MAC Cinderella collection. The packaging is all this like pretty periwinkle blue color. That's what it makes me think of. And when I wore it too on my nails like a few weeks ago, I had some silver glitters on it, and I thought that looked really pretty too, very princess-like or whatever. So I was like channeling my inner Cinderella for a while. But yeah, this is a gorgeous color. I'm normally not a big fan of Essie polishes because I personally find them kind of streaky and they don't dry very well, but I love the color and I'm willing to have a little bit of patience with this one. So those are all of my April favorites. Hopefully I don't delete them or do something stupid this time. If you have any questions or suggestions of what kind of videos you want to see, just let me know. Thanks!